How about a happy accent? Which is my click and which is not? Okay, that's smart. Okay. Let's see, 3's in a line. Okay, next to this 1, that means one of these has to be overlapping the 3. Both of these have to be mines here. How many other 3's in line we do over here? So this is 1 or 2, that's 0, 1. Yeah, that doesn't help anything there. I think it might here. 1 or 2, 0 or 1. 1 or 2, 0. Around that one there. I don't think any of these numbers are going to be big or small enough to care about just yet. We just opened up the flowers. They seem like they might be rude, but to be determined. Oh, I see. Getting tricky with our sky here. There's only 10 cyad cells, so all of those are mines to start. Okay. Is there any guaranteed number of cells from any of these? Like this? No. It'd have to be one of these, but these numbers are not big or small enough. Hand size, cyan? Yeah. Okay. Now what? Oh, well, we've got these definitional one. Does that help anything? 1, 1, 1. Yeah, it does. It gives us this. Okay. There we go. We've got a 2-1 situation there. Overlapping ones gives us this. Hey, Khadgar. I mean, this is songs that are not on the playlist yet, Khadgar. These are potential playlist candidates. So, if you like what you're listening to, vote it up. Or if it feels not as good, you can vote down, or you can vote meh. If it's like, yeah, it's okay, but like doesn't stand out, you can you got an option there as well. I knew some people would be hesitant to vote down, so that's why we got the vote meh option as well. Hey, Stinks, yeah. So this is Advanced Minesweeper, basically a Minesweeper with preset puzzles, so they're all handcrafted puzzles. And there's no guessing ever required, and there's a bunch of, other little quirks, like you can see we've got these column numbers and stuff that tell us how many mines are inside that column. We've got in the top right, it shows how many mines are in those colors. And importantly, we are on countdown mode, so everything is showing us how many mines are left, not how many mines are total. This is optional, but it's the best feature of this game, and I love it. Even though it's confusing at first. How's it going, Speed Frog? Last chance to vote on that song if you wanted to. Yeah, if you like Delete, this is like Delete but much harder. How long is your stream delay, Chrono? I assume that was meant to be for the previous song. I can do a quick manual fix if so. 3 bites of fried chicken. The voting system is not robust, so yep. We'll do it like that. There we go. Just delete it, because I have the previous song saved to the file too, so it's quick to manually fix anyway. Although I have to be careful with that too, because I might overwrite someone else's vote while manually fixing. Like I said, not the most robust, but it's fine. I don't have time to make it robust, and it doesn't matter too much. Vote corn. But, Khadgar, corn is no place for a mighty warrior, so... I could. Is it, yeah, we'll go up one notch anyway. We could go up another notch if we need to, but that's still probably questionable. Another, huh? Fine. One more notch. We're all the way up to 26%. Corn nuts are not a place for anybody. We were down to 7% while we were playing Co-op Spire. To be clear, I don't actually have a meaningful opinion on corn nuts. I think I had them a long time ago and they were fine. I don't actually have any real thoughts there. What about this two here? We've got one locked in. So we go like red and... yeah, yellow is probably mostly fine on this. So we've got one here. But we don't have anywhere else we can guarantee one, right? I mean, we could also alternatively guarantee one. Oh, wait, yeah, no. Here we go. We can guarantee one here and here. Yeah. Ha, cat guy. Yeah, so there has to be at least one there and at least one there, so that covers... I can hold shift for that, yeah. So all of these are safe. And we can bust this thing right open, perhaps. 1, 1. Both of those are safe. 1, 1. Almost misclicked. Both of those are safe. Hey, Dalek. I probably should have, I mean, maybe I should still do this, right? Like a more involved description of voting on the song, since a lot of people are going to be coming in and out and not knowing what we got. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Let's see. do I concisely say new song added to playlist consideration? Considering new songs for playlist. Should I clarify before, like, account for stream delay? Whatever, I could fix it manually if there's any problems. That's at least something. We can add to it if we need to. Definitely on the casual side of stream tonight. So the two songs after this one, the playlist actually randomized them exactly next to each other, which is probably pretty good. There's two songs that are similar. One's like an arranged version of the other one, and I want to add one to the playlist, I think, but not both. So you can have a vote off to some extent, although that's also kind of hard to do. If you want to change your vote after hearing the second one, I can do it manually. Doing okay, Taylor. Yeah, like, I mean, I've broadly been going easy on stuff, so it's not hurting, but I'm also still afraid to go back to normals, because I still don't want to make anything worse, but I will know more about one aspect of things in about a week and a half, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll have some more details in the next supporter newsletter, which hopefully I'll be able to send out in the next couple days here. That did less for us than I wanted it to. It probably did more for us, but I'm not finding it. Well, how about this 3 now, actually? I see 3 guaranteeds here. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 1 guaranteed here from the 3, 1 guaranteed here from the 3, 1 guaranteed here from the 2. Cool. So all of those are safe. These are guaranteed mines. Oh, no, the 3 was overlapping. I was thinking on this versus the... hold on, so that means there's exactly 1 of each of those. That's the flip side. I think we didn't do that over here either. So, since there's exactly 1, that means both of these are mines. That means this is a mine. That means both of these are mines. That's gonna pop things off a little bit here. Got a 2-1 there. Okay, then we've got a 2-1 situation here now. So that means there has to be a mine here, so there has to be one here, so that frees up that. And now we've got a 1-1, which frees up both of those. And now this 2 is going to town, because we've got one here and one here, so... Got one here and one here, freeing up this one. You don't have to redo them if you don't want. It's not actually that satisfying. Well, that depends on the person, right? It wasn't that satisfying for me to force perfects on them or anything, but sometimes it's just fun to do them over again. Hey, Eggnog. All right, so now we've got a different version of the same song. Oh, we've got this is accounted for too now. Yeah, so we've got one on that 2 here. And the whole right side is done. I mean, you can take a screenshot and re-input it. Corona. It's basically XCOM. $30 isn't quite the same as 30 hours, but also there's no having the level completion colored white instead of blue is a little different than losing your whole playthrough, but similar. Okay, that's covered there. Okay, there's one here, which means there's one here. Oh, this is a 5 around the 3. Dang, I thought there was only 4 around the 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. So that means this is safe. How are we doing on this 3 here? We're close. Like, we've got one here and we've got one here. It's not quite enough, though. Sure, Crow, that's fair. And when you put it that way, they are mostly the same game. I mean, I think Tametsi is a better implementation of XCOM's mechanics, but they're both good. Now, I just hope someone joined the stream right as I'm saying something like that. I'm sure that happens all the time, where it's just like, the hell? Whatever, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's probably the response a lot of times. Yeah, they both count down numbers when we click something. Exactly. Eyeballing our color numbers, those still don't seem very helpful. Oh, we've got a mine here. Okay. Hey, Super Mike Man. Well, yeah, that's just another similarity, Super Mike Man. Both games, all hit percentages are either 0% or 100%. Alright, what's the better trumpet song? Trumpet just be a slang term for Toho, I guess. Oh, both Ink and Chrono are not wowed by the original, but dislike the arranged. Okay. Quantum Mines. Yeah, the Outer Wilds Tametsi crossover we've all been waiting for. It's just called The Witness. Kind of fair. Alright. There's no need for me to say what was. I was just like thinking of basically ways to badmouth Outer Wilds in response to that comment. That's not necessary. It was like a 6. I played more of games that I rate lower. Sometimes you keep playing something because you're hoping it will live up to everyone else's love of it for you. Sometimes you just there's something addictive about it that keeps pulling you in even if you're not really enjoying it that much. It's a lot of complexity there. Playtime's not a super good metric that explains League. Sometimes you have a friend group that has a lot of momentum and convenience, and therefore you just keep playing it on a daily basis. I enjoyed a lot of things about League, though. I mean, like, we were almost always playing with a full friend group, so I wasn't really dealing with randoms nearly as much as the average player was, so that helped a lot, I'm sure. Yeah, no, that is what I was talking about, Dalek, when I said sometimes it's addictive, but you keep playing it even though you don't like it. But idle games was mostly what I had in mind. I played like 20 idle games. I have liked 0 of them. I've liked aspects of a handful of them, to be fair. And there's still like some interesting things being done with the space that I appreciate. So like, in terms of like, should you try out like X game, like if you're interested in game design and want to see what games can do, I would still like recommend you play like a Dark Room or something at some point on that concept, but like I still didn't really like a Dark Room. I just think it's kind of interesting. Yeah, Factorio kind of takes some of those things that make idle games addictive while making it a lot more mentally stimulating. I've considered making an idle game too. It's interesting. It's like, do I want to try to figure out how to make one I actually like, or do I use like idle game mechanics in a different way? The latter is harder because that requires more programming rather than like using the open source Kittens game and modifying it to be better or something, but see. Oh, we got one. Oh, here's a spot. We've got one here, so that means we've got one here, so both of these are safe. And now these two are safe because we've got one here and one here. What does that do with this? Is that... yeah, that's good, right? We've got one here. I should actually mark it so it's clear for viewers and so I'm less likely to misclick. There's more Mega Man 9 coming up tonight, Crota. I don't have quite enough minds to click repeatedly to the music there, but we had a nice like slow song going there for a second, so hitting that to the beat seemed appropriate. We've only got about 2.5 hours total on the this consideration playlist because I've already pared down. Like this was, I don't know, 6 hours. I've got 2 consideration playlists separately right now. It's kind of a mess, but the system makes some sense. Okay, this has one guaranteed here. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do, Crota. That's what I was thinking. That song's just a little quieter because it builds up. Another thing I have done with a decent handful of songs is like edit them to my liking, bend them to my will. Where I might either just cut off chunks or like maybe it's like, okay, there's too much build up, but the song's cool otherwise, so I'll like cut off the first 20% or 40% or something and fade it in nicely or something. Okay, so there has to be one here because of this. Wait, is that true? Yeah, because there can't be more than one here, so there has to be one here, so there has to be one here, so this is safe. And this is definitely like kind of in that category. Well, I think we've got that column too. It's kind of, when the columns are big, it's hard to see a little bit. But yeah, we got one here, we got one here, we got one here. Yeah. I mean, I get fine. I'll up it one more notch since the focus. 2 more notches. 32%. We are much louder on playlist than usual, but there's also a lot more focus on the music than usual, so that's probably fine. Oh, we got this. There, one there, means this is safe. Yeah, as far as SimCity 2013 soundtrack, it's surprisingly good, and I didn't even vocalize it because I wanted to see if Dalek was gonna do it anyway, and vote up for the same song. But that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, it's like that's why I haven't added that song to the playlist yet, because I really like that second half, but there's a little too much build up in the first half. So I'll have to see if I can nicely find a good point that it can kind of seg into to start from the middle there. But yeah, there's actually several, I don't know about several, might be high. There's probably like 4 SimCity 2013 songs in the playlist already. Time to articulate the song, perhaps. Oh, can we do total count remaining here? Probably, right? We got... Oh, maybe. Oh, we can get this square. Yeah. So we can do that. And that gives us exactly... This square has to always be safe. And then we can think of this in a different way now, because we've got these 2... and this 1, so that means this square and this square have to be safe. Now we've got this and this, which means these 2 squares have to be safe. There we go. That's a comfy level. What do we got over here? This game's cheap sticks. I'm at 140 hours in it right now, but if you do it, normal, and you aren't playing through it a second time, that's still like 80 to 100 hours or so. It's, if you're talking about dollar value, it is very high up there. Hey there, Broccoli-chan. So it's just a little jank thing I'm setting up for right now. It writes your votes to a file. The idea is that it's influencing... That is a bright and colorful puzzle. What songs I'm going to add to the playlist. So right now we're listening to songs that are in consideration. Basically songs that I've already listened to at least once for the most part, or maybe a couple times, and been like, this is close. Like the songs I'm considering adding to the playlist. So if you like the song, you can do vote up. If you think it's whatever, you can vote meh. If you don't really like it or think it would be inappropriate for the playlist, you can do exclamation mark vote down there. And yeah, in the top left of the screen, you can see how much time is remaining on the current song. So it's good to vote when there is at least like, I don't know, about 15 seconds left. So that way it makes sure you get in the vote for the right song. And yeah, Trisket didn't respond to the Homestuck comment earlier. There's a lot of fantastic music in Homestuck. There's a reason it's... I actually don't know percentage right now at this point, but it is probably about like 8.5% of the playlist all told. Not all of that is actually used in the comic itself, of course, but... Okay, 3s are going to be a good place to start, I imagine. And broadly, Trisket, as far as actually reading it goes, my recommendation at this point has been that it was like one of the best things I've experienced that I also can't like broadly recommend because it also has so many problems. So what I recommend is people read through at least Act 2 to make sure they give it a fair chance. And then at any point after that, they're just like, no, this is too much. I am done. That's fine. You can quit at any time. It's okay. Don't drop a last second vote, Cat Guy. That's bad because that makes it look like your vote's for the next song. So because of stream delay, basically, is what we're trying to account for. I can fix it manually, so it's not like a big deal, of course. See, like that, right there. See, I can show you where it shows that Khadgar voted for the wrong song here. They voted for this song that had only been played for like 3 seconds by the time they voted. I'm making sure I'm not overriding any other votes. No fixing? No. I'm fixing it. You voted for the previous song, or I can delete it entirely if you prefer, but... You're not allowed to vote for a song that you've heard 2 seconds of. Indeed, Triska, yeah. Alright. Now that I've tried to quell the scams... It's 1 or 2, 0, 1. You like songs for the content of the preceding song? Okay, how about this? This is 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2. Okay. So there has to be one there. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, blip, blip. Okay. That sets that. There has to be one there, which adds this one here. And there is a small difference, like often not that significant for voting on something like this, between like a song that like feels just like a jam or whatever that you like, but like it may be too harsh for like playlist, which is like partial background. Like we've got a decent number of bangers too, to be fair, but if you want to make more nuanced, complicated considerations. That's really not even worth bringing up, probably. Okay, does that chain anywhere? That chains to a bunch of 2s that I don't... this might chain this 3 over to this 3. Let's see. I should look at this 2 again in a second here, too. But, so this is 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2, 0, 1. Both of those are mines. Okay. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Both of those are mines. I would appreciate if you didn't do that, Dalek. Sticks, how in the hell? Yeah, no, so there's 150 levels in this game, and I've played about 270 levels so far, so you know, I've got reasonable experience, so we can make chains of logic like that come reasonably intuitively at this point. Got over here. This is a 1, 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2. I mean, I should probably I think that actually works, Chrono, so that's Chrono was trying to make a joke, but I recorded too many options, I think. Yeah, correct. That vote actually registered. Oh, okay. Because, I mean, you said vote no rather than vote down, so I thought you were just trying to be cheeky, but that vote actually registered, so... I'm not adding that, Cathartic. I'm not going crazy with a bunch of additions when there's no, like, way to confirm if your thing has been registered right. Laban doesn't respond to your vote. we got a bunch of aliases. That's definitely a thing I like to do, but oh, don't vow. Okay. don't have that one. No, we won't be adding it. Okay, where was I? I was going to actually show what I was like parsing through in a way that would at least be a little more visually understandable for people watching instead of just me, but I lost where I was. I was doing this chain of magic. Two between pink and purple. It's over here. Because I thought it like wasn't that one, but oh yeah, it chains up there. Okay, yeah. So the logic that I've been doing there to explain that a little more is that so this is a 2 here. So 2 of these 3 cells next to it are mines, right? Let me grab a orange, I guess. Orange and yellow. So doesn't stand out that well either, but 2 of those 3 are mine. So if we look at just any 2 of them, we know that this contains either 1 or 2 mines. And so because this contains 1 or 2 mines, that's next to a 2 here. So this contains 0 or 1. Can we... like a puke yellow? So it stands out at least between that and the orange. So 0, 1, 1 or 2, 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 0, 1, 1 or 2. So, hey, Black. So now we've got a 1 or 2 that's next to a 1 here. So that means one of these has to be a mine, so the one is satisfied, so both of these are safe. And that also, we now know exactly one of these is a mine, and we can chain this back. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So exactly one of these are, which means that has to be a mine. Doing alright, Blind. Feeling a little sick today, but not too bad. Get ourselves some nice other chains out here a little bit. A lot of chains out, for that matter. We unravel the whole puzzle for that. Seems pretty good. Just pull the right little thread, and sometimes it all comes out here, huh? Yeah, it's like 2/3 of the puzzle right there. Sure, there's plenty of other stuff we could do with this too, but is there anything else super obvious? Those. Those. So one here, one here, one here. These are safe. We are currently doing votes on playlist considerations for those that haven't been following there. Okay, we got one, mix those. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's a 2, not a 1. Right. That's fine. So 1, 1, that's what I was looking at. Skipped over to the wrong thing. DDR Kirby Racket in the votes here. Oh, I think this is something, yeah. We got one here. 1, 1, 1. So that means both of these have to be mines. So that's 1 or 0. That's 0, 1. That's nothing. Okay. Mm-hmm. 1, It's on Bandcamp. There's the bots got you covered for what the song was. Most of DDR Kirby's stuff is pay what you want, so throw him a couple bucks if you liked it and pick it up. Hey, Sparky, thanks for the raid. Yeah, Sparky's profile pic hits different now. You were fine, Sparky. Unsure on Everhood music at this point. Before like considering the playlist, I was probably gonna finish playing the game, which combination of bad timing and my enthusiasm for the game being moderate rather than high, that hasn't happened yet either, so poor this song. Like there's interesting like when we receive no votes for something, like that's different than an intentional meh, but it's like this weird soft meh. It's like, well, this where did the background fine? Like it didn't stand out enough that I'm like, oh, I have to vote this down, but it didn't stand out enough where I have to vote it up either. I talked over the song. I did talk over the song, which I think as far as, you know, like streaming success and people wanting to watch goes, I should probably still be talking, I'm afraid. So if we want to do like pure playlist consideration, we wouldn't have Tametsi up. We would have Visualizer up, clearly. What is streaming success in 2021? That's a fair question. Is there another linchpin we can pull? I mean, we might be able to count like blue or something. I only see like an easy 5 or so though. Like, we might be able to get that to 6, but probably not to 7. I don't know how to translate bit as a unit of measurement here. Oh, that sort of bit. Sure. I was only thinking of either Twitch bits or colloquial, just like a bit of something or whatever, like bits of concept. Like even bits of data still doesn't make me think when I think of a byte. Like, it would have to be, like, very specifically talking about, like, bytes of data or whatever for me to actually start thinking of bits, I think. This bit is just a word that's used regularly, and I think I specifically use it a whole lot, too. Talk with me on stream at some point. We certainly could do something like that sometime. Are you just spelling it fancy, or is there a pun there I'm missing, Khadgar? I have no idea why you type most of what you type. Fair. Fair. Yeah, that song's actually kind of interesting because, like, that had already made it through the normal process of being considered for playlists. We added several Feather songs that are pretty good. That one I had rejected, but then, like, one time when I was listening to it on my personal playlist, I heard that song come up because it hadn't been removed or whatever, and I liked it quite a bit at that time, and I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll re-add it for consideration again. But then when I listened to it again for playlist mindset, it didn't hit quite the same either. So that was the story of the eyes. It's not a very exciting story. Do we need to find something fancy to unravel the rest of us? Probably, like, based on how we did our first situation, right? Like, we know there's at least one there. Oh, I gotta be careful mixing at leasts and at most here. All sorts of places, Khadgar. Like, the most straightforward, of course, is just like games I played or that or watched that I like the soundtrack to. There are plenty of cases where I've liked something a composer has made in the past and found them. They put out new stuff, so even if I haven't seen or played the game or whatever, I still look at the soundtrack because I like the composer. There's like tons of just random things, like certainly I have in the past and still sometimes like actively sought out music in some fronts. Like at one point I did a pretty big push to find the best NES music, for example, and that's how I ended up finding some hidden gems like the Smurfs soundtrack and Shadow the Ninja and stuff like that. Otherwise, there are friends, or I mean, more often, I guess, viewers that suggest stuff that I tend to at least try to listen to anything people suggest, but there's been tons of stuff people suggest that hasn't been added, because, like, you know, my tastes are my tastes, and That means, for example, like Donkey Kong Country stuff isn't on here, even though a lot of that music's pretty beloved. But otherwise, yeah, it's just stuff comes up and, like, I'm tuned in to pay attention to it. Like, I mean, sometimes some developer I'm following on Twitter tweets about someone that composed a soundtrack for their game that was never released or something. That happened at least once, I think. That's where we got, God, what, was the actual name of that soundtrack. It's by Vincent Rubinetti, but Farah, I think, was the name of the unreleased game, and I liked the music from that. More volume? Like, let's see. Oh yeah? Okay, we could actually do a little more volume. Why is it not louder? Is there something... Let me see if something else is wrong. Like, WinAmp didn't get turned down in the Windows volume mixer or something, no? Huh. Yeah, I'm surprised this is only hitting a negative 25 dB at the high points in this song when we've already got it, the volume jacked up as much as it is. Alright, 39%. Yeah, I found there's an unreleased soundtrack from George Buzanaki, who did some work on some of the most notable work, actually, on Homestuck. Pictionary for the NES, yeah. I don't have that on the playlist, but that is a surprising jam, for sure. And that is such a distinct style, the Folan, yeah, Tim Folan stuff, that it's like, well, never heard the soundtrack to this game before. Oh, that's clearly just Tim Folan, like, there's no, like, Silver Surfer or whatever else there. But as far as worst video game soundtrack... I don't know. That's a hard consideration. There were just civil levels. Obviously, that's completely terrible for any sort of normal streaming situation. But there's still a decent difference in the two right now. But playlist is already... It's actually only slightly louder than, like, I want audio to be as it is, so it's not actually too bad. Alright, one more notch. Just one more notch. I mean, percentages are complicated, decibels are complicated and everything, but it's double the normal volume. It's at 42% now. How much do we want to just, like, diagram the whole level or something? Yeah, there's not much difference, Chrono, it turns out. It's, probably about 1.5 decibels or something. At the highest point, I should say. Okay, Dalek and Crota wanted to vote up the previous song. And, oh, Dalek made it in time, Crota didn't. Okay. Fixed. Stinks, yeah, you're fine to suggest things if you want in this game. Yeah, I don't know how that would work, Kedgar. There's nothing that exists on Twitch that would do that. Hey, Magic Pope. This is Tametsi, Advanced Minesweeper. And it is very good. Let's see. 1-1, yes. That is a good pick, Stinks. Don't know if it gives us much else to build on, but that's definitely one we should have found. But yeah, broadly, the process tends to go that I find a sound crack through one of the many methods that are brought up earlier. I've also even just like browsed Bandcamp at times. Like I've looked at albums owned by people who own similar albums to me, or things like that. Once I've found something I like, listen to the album generally, and if I like it enough, or like, basically, the step there is then, do I personally just like the album, and do I think it's worth the cost of the album? If yes, buy the album, download it. Okay. Now it might just sit there for 2 years, untouched, or more, or less, but, and then at some point I will extract it, down convert the bitrate a bit, and then set all the tags correct, volume normalize it, add it to my proper audio folder, then I'll chuck it onto a considering playlist, and then once in a while I'll just go through said considering playlist and listen to some songs out there and start deciding what is a good fit for playlist, or remove them and go from there. I mean, what's the oldest thing that's just sitting in my download folder that was a music consideration for playlist? Well, this is at least somewhat biased by the hard drive crash, I think, at one point. Because there's still the old downloads folder, but... But there is 3-year-old stuff in there that I haven't gone through too much. A lot of this is, there's some stuff that's like, okay, well, we added a lot of Toho music to the playlist, but like, I've got the music for like the early Toho games, like 1 through 5, which mostly isn't very good. But like, there's still like some good songs, and that's where actually Bad Apple comes from, but like, other versions of Bad Apple tend to be better, and so like there's stuff like that where it's like it's good enough that like I kind of want to give it a proper listen, but like not enough that it's likely to make much of the cut. But yeah, I mean, there's a handful of other stuff where it's like, well, like the Baba's You soundtrack, for example. It's like, it's probably likely I'd add like maybe 1 or 2 songs of that to the playlist proper at some point, but like, there's not going to be a lot of it, so it's not a super high priority. Friday Night Funkin'. That game taking off has definitely been a little I mean, it's cool, right? But like that people are liking it, but it's like a little silly to me in a lot of ways because it just feels like the like been there, done that in so many ways to me. So it's like, why is this specifically taking off the way it is? But it's it is also nice that it is though, because it's like since Flash has been kind of, you know, Adobe stopped supporting it, and Flash it sort of died because of that, although there are good emulators out there. Like, that has marked an era to kind of the, like, just no impact, just easy to enter and play immediately web game and stuff, and that's definitely part of why Friday Night Funkin's doing so well. But as far as Toho coming up, there's... nope, no more Toho coming up tonight. The only remaining Toho songs we already played earlier tonight. We've already added a ton to the playlist, to be clear. Just the ones that I was still on the fence about were sitting there, but... Yeah, that is true, Chrono. That's definitely something that happens. It's like, but I mean, I was playing like Flash Revolution in like 2006 or something, and like that mostly seems better than Friday Night Funkin' to me. So, like, it's like the same thing, slightly better. All right, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely been a big hit. It's cool that people are getting into it. It just didn't hit particularly well for me. Yeah, I don't know if Stepmania probably existed then. It definitely started to, at a point I was still playing FFR. Roblox version of Friday Night Funkin'. Okay, that's the appropriate layer of nonsense that we're looking for here, I think. Perfect. Yeah, Roblox is another thing that I have absolutely no interest myself in, but it's cool that people are having fun with it, and it's a really accessible way to make just like a little game for people and stuff. I obviously have not been looking at this level too much, mostly just talking and thinking about music, but that's okay. That's the idea of this stream. We're doing a music focus. The Tametsi is to keep things going when we're not talking about that more than anything, I would say. This all looks too intermeshed to try to do something silly like add 2 of these numbers together and count the combo. Top left has a short chain. 1 or 2. 0, 1, 1 or 2. Yeah, right there. Good catch. One, mine. The beats of this part are too slow. Okay. But if we're talking about the game loop here, I do not think it is very good. And yeah, Conan and I are in the same boat on that too. Mostly. Though we already were talking about how I didn't like idle games, like, but it's kind of worse. I mean, it's better and worse in some ways. It varies. 3 in purple. So we know at least one of these two is. Can we do anything interesting with that? Maybe. Yeah, we can. Because we know there has to be one here. So there can't be 2 next to this 2 here, because there's only 2 up here. Punch Club basically is a boxing idol game, yep. But yeah, like I do think the song that just played is like a jam, but it's also pretty jarring. So that's why, like, it's Fince-worthy. So there has to be at least one here, and there's one... Oh, that didn't actually overlap where I wanted it to, did it? Because I thought we had a purple here, and... No, that doesn't do magic math. Okay. We do actually know all of that, so this tile up here has to be safe. Hey, Iron Ferns. Thanks for 48 months. Huzzah! I don't know what I should do for break playlist music. I guess it's... The Idols of March. Idol of the Tiger. I once wanted to make like a little virus, and you could probably put that in big quotes, that just like force the desktop background to be a picture of a tiger with like an inset that zooms in on the tiger's eye, and it just forcefully plays "Eye of the Tiger" on loop when the computer starts. I didn't make that one a reality, but that was a plan at one point, about 20 years ago. Okay. So what here, I'll just like play some song in a different media player for the break, so that I can just pause the playlist and we won't have to, then everyone can take a break. You don't have to worry about staying here to vote for anything. And I don't know, let's just kick it up. Kick it up. Sure. That works. Anyway, I do thank y'all for hanging out, voting on some songs, chilling out with some Tametsi, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. See you shortly. This song is already on the playlist. The Wily song hasn't played. You didn't miss anything. Alright, well, Chrono's here, so they can at least actually listen to the song. I'm gonna delete their vote so that they have a chance to re-vote once they've actually listened to the song. Gotta miss the rest, though. Anyway, we're back. Here's some Wily action. Shaking my fist. Have fun, Chrono. And to be clear, there are bad Wily stage tracks from most Mega Man games, including 9, but I already removed them, so there is that, I suppose. Alright, what level we want to roll next here? I know this one's pretty long. What's this one? Actually feels weird to be back in the land of squares. Okay, we know both of these are mines. From the 1-3 interaction there. One of these is, so one of these is, so both of these are clear, based on the 1-2-2 interaction. Oh, we know one of these is, so these are both safe. We've got overlapping 2s, so those are safe. Yeah, there's definitely some cases like that, Dalek, where it's like, well, this song does slap, but like maybe it slaps a little too hard for stream specifically. Let's see. So now 2 of these, so no, 1 of these, which means 2 of those, which means both of these are safe. Yeah, Smallers, that's cut off Winamp, showing you how much time is left on the current song, so you know to vote in time. Ideally with about 15 seconds left or so to make sure you don't get the vote in for the wrong thing due to stream delay. Let's see. I don't think our row and column numbers are... Oh, can we do something with this? Did we, we haven't actually looked up here yet. Okay, hold on. So we've got 2 here, which means there's 1 here, which means there's 2 here, which means, yeah, I should actually mark that. There's 2 there, so there's 1 here, so there's 1 here. Oh, the stream did take a dump. It'll, stop being fuzzy soon. You shouldn't even need to refresh, but... Yeah, that's just straight across on all of those. Suppose I should be color consistent here. And we can also change off of puke green if we want now. That blue's a little too light. Blends into the gray too much. Hey, Curiously, how about that one? It's kind of a weird one. that both blends in more and stands out more. So there's one here, so that means... Oh, no, there's diagonals. Don't miss the backwards diagonals on that 4. There has to be at least one here, because of the 2 and the guaranteed 1 here. Don't know that we care that there's only... that there can't be 3 here. Like, yeah, I guess we probably care. There has to be at least 1 here. Like, that might matter for something? Let's see. Has to be 1 there. There's 2 here. Hey, Logium. Something like that. Okay, so there's 1 or 2 here, 0 or 1, 1 or 2, 0 or 1 in all of these, and there has to be 1 there, so that means both of these are mines? Oh, is this actually, like, really good? Let me make sure my premise is correct here. So, we've got 1 here, and that means there's exactly 1 here. So we've got 1 of this this 2 that I'm hovering over now covered because of that. So there's 2 amongst these, but they can't both be here and here because then that would be 3 next to this 2, so that's not possible. So at least 1 of these has to be. So that means we've got 2 or 3 of this 4 covered here. No votes on that song, interesting. Maybe because people have the same, like, reaction I do, where, like, the intro is, like, a hella jam, but then it goes too high pitch for, like, the end of the song. But yeah, so we've got 2 or 3 covered there. So that means there's 1 or 2 here, which means there's 1 or 2 here, which means there's 0 or 1 here. Which means there's 2 or 3 here. Which means there's exactly 2 because of the... Yeah, so that, there's 1... We can get both of those safe. We know there's all of that going there. We didn't like redrop, no. Okay. So that means those are exactly ones as well. Which means those are both safe, I think. Yeah, because this 2's covered there. Starting to feel a little like a combo lock level. Oh man, our power voters have left now. Anything else we can do with this mess? You listened to 10 seconds, Walrus. Fair enough, okay. I mean, if we want to, I guess I could fill in all of these also, but the top numbers are not big enough for any of this to matter yet, I don't think. It's obviously from Melody Muncher Deluxe. How could you not know that? I like how it looks like the vote up was like, oh, well, I guess if it's from Melody Muncher Deluxe, then I'm definitely voting this up. Fair enough. That's what it felt like. Look, I didn't name the game. Deluxe, yes. What else can we do that's interesting here? Let's see, we've got this 1, 2, 4. So we know that there's one of those two. I'm missing the obvious progress. That's not too surprising. Oh, we've got this. Yes. We are missing that obvious progress. Wait. Hold on. What I marked down was wrong. That is obvious progress, but it means whatever. It's fine. We had lies written down. It's not a big deal, probably. Voting met does in fact do something. Yes. I mean, maybe. It's like there is like a difference between like a conscious met vote and just not voting. But like we'll probably like run these through votes twice or something. And I mean, like the number of total people voting for it is also somewhat relevant. I don't know. It's hard to formulate, but hey, Bert Logic, it does indeed. It does indeed. Thanks for 6 months. Oh, we've got most of this 5 now. Like we've got those 2 there, 3 here. There's 1 coming. This feels very weird. I've got an ambidextrous mouse that I've been switching back and forth a little bit just to make sure I'm not overusing a single hand. But it's funny when mousing with my left hand feels weirder than using like a pin as a mouse with my left hand. But yeah, because we've got the one situation there. Can we pull? Oh, does there have to be at least 1 here? I think there does. I think there has to be at least 1 in those 2, right? Because we've got a guaranteed 1 here, and even if there's 1 here and 1 here, there still has to be 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that means this is a mine, right? Because there has to be exactly 1, not more than 1 here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's exactly 1 here. 2. So that means both of these are mines. I think this has to be that, yeah. We got ourselves a 2-1 situation here. The farmer dragon. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't necessarily object to it being on the playlist, but I'm not enthusiastic about adding it or whatever. Is the meh. I like the idea of adding it was partially just because I know a lot of people would be like overly hesitant to vote down stuff. I feel so that gives them an out to still be like, well, it's okay. Like without feeling like they're saying it sucks or whatever when it doesn't suck. Okay, that's a good chunk. Let's see. Oh, there can only be 1 here, so there has to be 1 here. I cannot swing through these levels as quickly with mousing with this hand. Okay, so there has to be one here, so this is safe. Yeah, the song command does still work. Can I make that scroll? I mean, normally I don't want it to, but... Sure. There we go. That is better for the current circumstance. And it doesn't matter too much that it's distracting to my peripheral with this game. I say that I like to see it. Oh, if it's minimized, it probably doesn't capture right there. Alright, I'll deal with it. It's fine. Okay, so we know these three are safe. Let's actually show everyone the logic trade I did there. Okay, so we've got one here, we've got one here. So because of this 4, that means we've got 2 here. So that means there's exactly one here, which means there's exactly one there. And so this one is already covered, so these 3 are all safe. I did not minimize it, Dragona. I just anticipated it. Putting the votes in the power of the people will probably buy us more active songs, but we've got a good amount of kind of more calmer background songs already. And like, if it was something that I considered a really good calmer song, I would have just added it rather than something that's on the fence. So don't worry about that. You don't need to adjust your votes based on that. I'm just musing about interesting things. Is there a hotkey for the erase? There probably is, but... No, it's not some fancy rebuild. These are just potential additions, right? Yeah. No, it's fairly hard to get removed from the playlist once you're on there, to be honest. Other than, the main way is like, oh, this has been added to an algorithm, so now it's being auto-muted somewhere, so I guess it's no longer on the playlist. That's the main way. But yeah, this kind of whole album, this Woven soundtrack, like, it feels like it really like hit me well the first time I listened to it for some reason, but like every other time I've been kind of more lukewarm. Like, yeah, no, this is pleasant enough, but so that's why a lot of it is stagnated on the maybe list. So because of this 1 up here, this is a 1 or 2, this is a 0 or 1, and yeah. So that means these both have to be mines. That has to be a 1. That has to be a 1. Which makes that have to be a mine. Makes this tile safe. Okay. I like how my first reaction, Dragon, was like, how do you know the title of the album? You didn't use the song command. Okay, this one is taken care of now, right? Because we got this here and one here, so those are both safe. Well, this 2 isn't actually quite covered. 1, not quite. Dang. Can't quite do anything with that. There have been 78 votes so far. Welcome back, Trisket. It's not quite enough to cap out this 4 column. Salutations, quite. Oh yeah, Dragonite. Yeah, I definitely, as far as Mega Man songs go, prefer the NES ones. Never been that fond of the SNES ones that I've heard. Although I've mostly only heard Mega Man X rather than like X2 through 27 or whatever. So I don't know. I'm also just not as familiar with those. Ah, quite. Where else are we missing some progress? Hey, Wuff. Going all right. So many close things I've got here. Okay, I will fix that vote. There we go. Make sure Quite's vote hit the Mega Man sign. I'm fine either way, to be honest. I'm not too bothered about little tips here and there. Like, we played through the game before. We're kind of doing it chill, and you take it back. You were wrong anyway. But yeah, I'm leaving that at chat discretion. Like, I don't want people to be jerks about it anytime, but yeah, the stream delay. So it's best to like try to get your vote in with like 15-20 seconds left or something to make sure. But it's a jank little system and easy enough to fix. I was looking at that. I couldn't find any way to make it work with this or with this, because like we've got a guaranteed one either here or here, but I couldn't guarantee a one anywhere else that I could find. I guess, let's see. Oh, we can build off of it this way, though. I was focused on that alone, but that means there's no more than one, yeah. So there's no more than one here. So this is 0 or 1, which makes this a 1 or 2. Can we do anything with that? No. Oh wait, we can, right? Let's see. If that's a 1 or a 2, then this is a 1 or 2, which means this has to be a mine. Okay, so that's 2. That's 1, which means that's 1. And now we can complete this. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, don't miss the backwards diagonal. This one's not solved there. Oh, we don't actually have one guaranteed up here, do we? I was seeing if this 2 is solved for the 3 now. Oh, this has to be a mine for the 3-4 overlap. Easy enough there. Okay, we got a 1-1 overlap here, so that means these 2 are both safe. These all mines. Build a little tree there. Oh, that means, okay. Got this, which means this and this, so that means this is safe. Which means this is a mine. We got one here and one here, so this is safe. And we'll just throw that reminder in chat again for anyone who's been trickling in that we're voting on playlist song considerations, which is also why the music is so much louder than normal compared to my voice. Is there anything interesting over here now? This is 2 or 3? Yeah, okay, because there's one here, so there has to be exactly 2 here. So there's one here, so there's one here. That didn't actually do very much, but it did something. Did something. I don't know if you would make a very good cement out of eggs. I guess I'll look at this. This is pretty weak, though. So there's one here, there's one here. And there has to be at least one here. Oh, but this overlaps with this. I was seeing if I could do something with this too, knowing that there couldn't be 2 here. But that's overlapping with one of my agents already. This, here. So we've got the one here, which makes one here. And we've got this, which makes this. So there's only one here. Oh. I think because I had drawn this line here, I was looking at this 3 as if it only had 4 cells next to it, not 5. That's less good. Although we've got this 2 here also. So we've already got one here. So there... And if there's exactly one here, there's 2 out of these 3 here, and there can't be both of them here. Okay, so what I'm saying is that this is a mine. And I think there's a little more we can do with this, but that should be correct, right? Yeah, so there's exactly one there. And there's no more than one here. Which means there has to be one here. Yeah. Good. Okay. So it gives us all of this. I don't think we care that much. It's pretty hard to ever care about these little L-shaped, like that's always just like a mess. Okay, so we know 2 of these are and 2 of these are. And one of those is... Oh, and one of those is... Okay, now we've got overlapping 2s here. Oh, we've got, that has to be here. So we've got the one here. Greetings, Navikras. And we've got the one here, so this is safe. Anything else interesting to do with this now? Sort of. Yeah. So those are both at least 1s, and they have to be exactly 1 because that's the only way we don't go over on our 3. So that means this is a mine and this is a mine. That column had 0 left there. And we're almost wrapped up here. Oh, why don't we just do that, I guess. That's probably good to go. Huzzah. More box. Let's shift our perspective a little bit. How about that? It's horrifying. Let's see. We've got a 3-1 here, but the one has a corner overlap. Is that fine? That's fine. Yeah, that's still power. So both of those, and we got that. Okay. Alright, so that's the only super free one, right? Let's see. So this is a 1 or 0. That's a 1 or 2. Don't think we care. No. And, if this was not a question mark, we could do something with it, but not a whole lot to do with it, given. Because the one's over here, this has to be a 1 or 2, which makes this is 0 or 1. Which makes that a 2 or 3. Which makes that a 0 or 1. Which makes that a 2 or 3. Hard to draw at the angle I want. That's a 2 or 3. Which makes all of that a 0 or 1. Okay, that's power. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 1, that's 1, that's 1. Cool. Easy peasy, he says as he then proceeds to stare at the puzzle for another 5 minutes with no progress. To be determined. It's always like voting in this is also like, because we don't know how many people are like in the voting pool, right? Which complicates the measure. It's definitely an inexact science. Because, like, you always get to wonder, it's like, well, are people not voting because they don't feel like voting? Or are people just, you know, going into lurk mode and not being active? And it depends on the specific individual, because our sample size is relatively small. What I assume is mostly the case right now is people are more into lurk mode. Plus, like, a song like that is one that doesn't especially inspire voting up or down. Yeah, I can see that, Kiri. This is I mean, especially if you let your eyes get out of focus in the right way. Ow. Let's try to find the magic eye puzzle that's not there. Okay, we got this over here as well. Same sort of thing where we've got our 0 or 1. 1 or 2, do we care about that? Probably not. No. So this is 2 or 3. So that's 1 or 2. Which makes that 0 or 1. Which makes it 0 or 1. We don't have a color for that. We don't have a third color. That's a 0 or 1. Which means at least 2 of these 3 are. That's a 2 or 3. But then we've got the backwards diagonal on the 4, so that's hard to really build much from. Alright, the playlist is like, time to wake up. So this is 3 or 4. That's a 0, 1. Oh, should we have not erased? This might overlap usefully. Maybe not. It does need the exclamation mark or it won't register, Triska. What about these 2s over here? Like, that's 1 or 2, so this is 0, 1. So, like, those are 1 or 2. And like, that's 1 or 2, but kinda who cares? Well, that is an opinion that has been voiced before the song is half over. Although this game was popular, a lot of people are already well familiar with this song. So apparently people like this song. What about this 3/4? We haven't looked up that way, I don't think. 2 or 3. 1 or 2. God. 1 or 2. Okay, I'm gonna redraw that. I'm gonna do the shapes I'm used to, or I'm gonna be confused. So this zigzag nonsense. 1 or 2. Makes this a 1 or 2. Makes all of this a 0 or 1. Which makes this a 2 or 3. Guess I'll color that green. They're both confusing. So that's a 2 or 3. Because this is also 1 or 2. Which... yeah, looks like I'll have to edit the song to have a good fade to it, but... apparently that one's going on the playlist. I should make a note, because I might forget to edit it. Yeah, let me make a note. Okay. We've had 94 votes so far. About 7% of the votes have been for the song that just played. I was really hoping that would go somewhere. That doesn't seem to go anywhere. What about going from this side, though? That's a 1 or 2. Oh, this is kind of the same thing, almost, right? 2 or 3. 0 or 1. One or 2, yeah. Then that just goes down the same, doesn't it? Hey, it's specking. Well, it looks a little different, actually. So you get a 0 or 1 here. Yeah, so this becomes a 2 or 3. Which makes this a 0 or 1. And this is a 2 or 3. I've also got some individual 1 or 2 surrounding this 4. Oh, the top one doesn't actually work, the bottom one does. I don't know if that's actually helpful, but... That's all 0 or 1. Which also means this is 0 or 1, because you can always have a subset of a 0 or 1 that's also 0 or 1, basically. Which makes this a 3 or a 4. Oh, this is something. Yeah, that has to be... It's literally only 3. Yeah, okay. Pwah. Okay, so... The thing is, though, this is one... Oh, that means this one's safe. Yeah, no, okay. So that's fine, yeah. So this is 1, which means this is 1... And this is 1, and that's 2, and that's 1, and that's 1, and that's 1, and that's 2, and that's 2, which makes this tile safe. Got that. I think there's a few more things we can build off of that down here and up here, probably. Two here, that makes 1 here, which makes 1 here. Which gives us 1 here, gives us 2 here. Keep circling around. Oh, you mentioned concrete earlier. This is Concrete Man's theme. So we got 1 here. So there's 2 here. So there's 1 here. Ooh, this is good. So there's 2 here. We got 2 over here, and that includes a nice 0 friend. Now we're cooking. See, so we've got 1, 1, 1. So this is safe. So this is safe. We just cycle this all back again. 1, 1. So these 2 are safe. 1. So this is a mine. And these are both mines. Not there. Or yes, there. Just not based on the information I was looking at. Okay. And the top of the cube is fixed. Which is the fancy word for solved, apparently. Fix. We fixed it. One, 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 one. We've already got that though. 1, 1. Is there something we can do to round that corner? Like, this is one. That also means like a subset is 0 or 1 here. So this is a 2 or 3. Was that supposed to be for the previous song, Dragona, or the one that's only been playing for 30 seconds? Two or 3. There's not a lot to build off of there. No, it's not like the Magic 4 over here that was earlier. Okay. Greetings, Shoefish. The game is Tametsi. The puzzle is like box 2 or something, called Not a Knot. Hey, iBot. That's possible. Certainly possible we just missed something there. One, 0, 1, 2 or 3. Don't see anything there. The yellow 6 might actually be low enough to do something with. Let's see. Oh, this is the 2, not the 1. Maybe not then. So we've got our 1 here, we got 2 here. And those are both no more than 1. I think that works. Oh, no, there's 3 tiles left, not 2 tiles left. It sounds like iBot and Super Mike are both seeing something to count down there, which I am not. I already looked at it like twice. Interesting. Let me finish this yellow thought first. Can we narrow these 2 down in any way? I mean, I guess we know this is a 1 or 2 if we can do anything with that. Probably not. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Me. Oh, right. We're done. So what do we want to re-randomize and go through the same set, or do some other ones that are slightly less like I've had fewer passes through, but still are playlist considerations? What do we want to do there? We can sit in silence. Hey, chocolate cake, and greetings, Tippus Venator. We don't really want to sit in silence, so I guess I'll have to just choose if no one has any particularly preference. Sure, we can open up considering 2 playlists here. Although, let's see, we probably don't want to randomize this as much, since we don't have time to go through the full list. You can tell we don't have this down to any sort of science. Alright, we'll just play this from the top. It'll be a bunch of the same album now. There we go. So, as a reminder, you can vote if you like or dislike or are indifferent to the current song being added to the playlist. Can I look at this in a different way? Like, this is a 1 or 2. So, like, I could make this a 1 or 2. It seems like garbage. If you want to, cake, yeah. Oh, we've got a 2-1 situation. Just kill it over here. That's been missed for a very long time. Doesn't quite clear it up until we can shade it all back down, huh? supposedly there's some way to figure out this tile, huh? Almost, Cake. I couldn't quite make yellow work for me. It's quite close. Oh, let's instead of counting at 1, count at 2 to start. That's not gonna do anything different. No, because then it's still just 1 here. Oh, no, that is different. Yeah, okay. If we count 2 here, and then we just look at the 1 here, instead of just going 1 all the way down, we're now specifically looking at 2 here. That's what we were looking for. Apparently, iBot had a different method because they said we'd figure out the tile above it first, and we did not. So that gives us 1 here, that gives us 3 here, so we got that. So we got 1 here, which gives us 1 here, which gives us both of these. 1 here gives us both of these. We've got 1s overlapping here. The number and the colors, it's moderately often useful when those numbers are low. It's, like, I know that's still vague, but like, you probably could even use them sometimes when they're high, but like, I don't even consider them if it's like over like 15 to 20 or something like that. That's just a waste of time and unnecessary and annoying. How often it's useful is also higher than how often it's necessary. Yeah. But we can use yellow right now, for example. So, because we got these 2 next to the 1 there, so this is no more than 1 here. And there's oh, that's not the one we want to do. We got the 3 here. There's exactly 1 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of those have to be mines. Oh, now we have to count blue. Yeah. So once again, necessary to proceed here. That's an option you can enable, Shoefish. The default does not have them count down, and it is confusing when you're used to like Minesweeper and them not counting down, but it is so much better once you get used to it. It is the best feature in this game, I probably play 30 hours of this game, 40 hours of this game without that feature. And now we're like doing a second run through the game, basically, because like we like it so much, and like, oh, that feature gets a big piece of the credit. Countdown mode, I love it. Basically, the reason I like it so much is that it makes the kind of trivial deductions obvious, and I find those completely uninteresting to look for. So when those become as seamless and easy as possible, then it leaves a lot more time for me to focus on the interesting deductions instead. So instead of just being like, oh, well, I missed that we already had 4 mines around this number 4, and if we noticed that 20 minutes ago, we would have already had the puzzle solved or whatever, like, that would just show a 0, so it's instantly information available, and we can just proceed with the interesting stuff instead of the kind of blind hunt and peck or whatever. I'm still a little intimidated by circuits here. Those colors are probably still fun. Let's see, so like these are all almost full. This is still a 2 or 3 here. Oh, that red's gonna blend into that orange too much. Yeah, that's better. And that's still okay there? Yeah. Okay. About you? Yeah, okay, these colors are decent. So we've got 2 or 3 here. Which makes this a 0 or 1. I mean, we already know this is a 2, so that's a 2, that's a 1, let's build off of that, see what we can do. 2, 1. Which means not much. 2 of 3 of these, which we already know. I don't think that's gonna do anything. We'll see if it chains down to the 5 somehow. 2 or 3. 1 or 2, of course. Sure, it does mean exactly 2. That's fair. That is a more useful number, isn't it? I suppose. Oh, and we've got these overlapping 3s here. Yeah, we should look in all of our corners to see what we've got. There's like almost a circus tinge to that music. We've got that there for the 2. Oh, yeah, we can do something with this, actually. Wait. If that works one way, why doesn't it work the other way? Confused now, because it seemed like it had to be like this, but that doesn't work. So we've got 2 here, we've got 1 here. Oh no, it was this. Right. That's why I was confused. Okay, about this nook, we've got 2, we've got 1. Hard to go around corners. Another one is like up there, which we already looked at. 2, 1. Yeah, there's question marks on a lot of the key junctions here. We don't especially care that that's 1, do we? Maybe we do. Guess that means this is a 1 or 2. So this is a 0 or 1. So nope, that would be missing a backwards diagonal. And also there's probably too many question marks anyway. Any piece of this I can pull off as a 1 or 2. So like 1 or 2 there, which is a 1 or 2 there, which is a 0 or 1 here, which is a question mark here, shakes my fist. Okay. And that's why it's a question mark, just to bamboozle this line here. Or this line the other way. One way or the other. It's interesting, like, I don't think I've ever really gotten to this level of meta solve, but, like, you could probably solve some, like, question marks under the belief that, like, they are question marks for a reason, right? It's like, well, if this wasn't a, like, question mark and it was this number, it would just be, like, super easy solve. But I don't know if that actually works in practice, but it seems like there's some room for an interesting meta solve there. I'm not sure. It is festive time, it would seem. We don't care if that's a 1. Slug likes the festive. Oh, can we do something with this, maybe? Oh, the 1 has a backwards. We can still look at it. But, so these 4 is 0 or 1. Which makes this a, 1 or 2. 0, 1. 1 or 2. 0 or 1. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. This is a separate song, but it kind of rolled from the previous. Oh wait, this is a 1 or 2? Yeah. It's like, it feels like this should do something. I'm just missing this that does that. Okay, so that means this is a 2. So this is a 1. 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 So that all is a 1. Which means that tile's safe. Was that supposed to be for this song or the previous Krampus song, Iron? Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2. Yeah, pause and play might, pause and unpause might help. Okay, so that's 2, so that's 1. Take a subset for a 0 one if we want. Alright, 0, 1. 1 or 2. That doesn't actually chain right because it's angled though, right? Yeah. That's just the title, quick. Well, then you have a lot to look forward to in the next, like, 30 minutes, alright? Since these ones are not shuffled. So they're mostly in order. They get shifted around a little bit, because sometimes I move stuff up if I'm, like, thinking more positively about it or whatever. So there's little parts like that in the song that are a little intense for playlists. So that's probably why stuff like this is still like, maybe, I'm not sure. We look at this, so we've got the 1, so 0, 1, so 2 or 3. Yeah, the same thing with the angles, it just doesn't jive. Oh, if we cut down a 2 or 3, it becomes a 1 or 2, doesn't it? Which doesn't help in this case, because we already know that's a 1 or 2, but... we slice that in the other interesting ways. 2... 1 or 2... Since this is more concrete, can we roll up and then maybe overlap or something? Just changing colors is too much work. But like I kinda wanna leave that there, then but alright. Guess that one's pretty straightforward to double check. So like we've got a 2 or 3 here. So it's a 1 or 2. 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I think this is probably a little too grade A for playlists. Although that's also distorted a little bit because the playlist volume is so much louder than normal. So that'll make things potentially more grating than they would be. Circuits are rude. I mean, I knew circuits were gonna be rude, but... Although Circuit 1 we actually did pretty well against. On the repass. Not quite having that same luck on Circuit 2 here. Let's see, where are some other interesting bits? Can we do something with this 2 that's interesting at all? Kinda hard to. Sometimes making numbers fuzzy on purpose can be helpful. But like we've got... Did I look at the straightforward though? 1, 2... 1, 2... Yeah, that doesn't do anything. But if we make it fuzzy... Let's look at one line to make this fuzzy. Yeah, so this is 2 or 3. Which makes that a 0 or 1, which makes this a 1 or 2. Which means this is a 1 or 2, which is not very helpful. Dang. This is a question mark, so we can't do a transfer over there. Let's just try to hit all these intersections, I guess. So like that's a 1 or 2, that's a 0 or 1. That's a 2 or 3, which makes this a 1 or 2. Makes that a 0 or 1, which makes this a 0 or 1. Which makes this a 3 or 4. And that is a 0 or 1. Well, yeah, which just means this is a 2 or 3 and this is all 0 or 1. Wait. Was this a guaranteed 1 earlier, though? I feel like it might have been. Greetings to Doom. Welcome to the stream. This is Tametsi. It's basically advanced Minesweeper, and we're doing some logic chains. Okay, so that was 1, 1, 1. Oh, that's just 1s all the way down? Thought it wasn't. Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'd be writing this on screen, but it's going to conflict with the ones beneath it, so... 2, 1. Which makes this a 2? Okay, hold on. I have to actually write this because I might have screwed something up. So we got 1 here, which brings 1 here, and then we've got 2 off of that 3 here. Okay, this I'm just vetoing this song, I'm afraid. That's too much for a playlist. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So there's 2 there, which means this has to be 1 and this one's safe. But let me double check this chain to make sure. 1 or 2, 0, 1, 1 or 2. Oh, excuse me. 2 or 3, therefore 1 or 2. Therefore 0, 1, therefore 0 or 1. 3 or 4. 0 or 1, 2 or 3, 0 or 1. Okay, cool. That is a useful overlap. It's a convoluted overlap, but it means this has to be a mine, this has to be safe, and one of these 2 is a mine. So I'm sure we can chain this in some fashion. So... oh god. Good, so we got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3, 1. So these 2 are both safe, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 1 here, we've got 1 here. Mm-hmm. Which is 2 here, or 1 or 2 here. So that means this has to be exactly 1, and that means this has to be exactly 1, which makes this a mine. And it makes this a mine. Yeah. I think that is the left propagation in full without, you know, building off of whatever new stuff, maybe. Okay, we can do this though. We got a 1 here, 1 here, so this is safe. Okay, let's get rid of that mess. Is this the same propagation we were having before? I think so. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh wait, this is... yeah, no, that's the same. Yeah. Oh wait, we got a 4 next to a 2 now. We're not done. That can't be done. see. So, like, all of this is 1 or 2. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And we've got 2 overlap here. Oh, nope, that's not. But we know that one is, actually. Yep. From previous. So this is just 1s all the way down. 1 means this one's safe. 1 means these 2 are safe. 1 means 1 here, 1 here. I guess I should probably be marking this at this point. Right, which means there's 2 here. Alright, nobody get surprised with that big revelation. Yeah, those heavy hits I think are too much in that song. I don't know. I mean, no one had voted on that yet. Yeah, I think that's too much. Okay. Like I said, these ones I haven't really done as many passes on. So it is more likely I'm just going to veto one on this set. Alright, so now we need to add up all the purple and gray, right? And use the fact that we know that there's an even column of... Okay. Oh, this 1-2-1 actually works, right? Greetings, Zaylight. I think we can do, because this is 0 or 1, and that is 0 or 1. They both have to be 1 to satisfy the 2. So that means those are both safe, and that's safe. Look at, oh, no, not that one. We got the backwards diagonal. We can get those because we knew that they had to be one or the other. We're gonna zip that back and forth a little bit, huh? Now we can make a little real progress. It is indeed a Zaylan. So good we play in it twice. This is Circuit 2, yeah, one of the bonus ones. Yep. I don't know how long you tried Countdown mode, but if you only tried it for like half an hour or something and were like, oh, this is not what I'm used to, I'd still consider, like, strongly suggest it. It's my favorite feature in the game. It took a little getting used to, but it's so nice once you're used to it. Alright, so probably got something we can do out there. That's probably our main avenue forward. I mean, it depends on your preferences, of course, but like personally, I really don't like the kind of blind hunt and peck for the obvious stuff where just like, okay, well, there's I didn't see that this 3 already had 3 mines around it, so we can make progress here. And countdown mode makes it so that like that's always super obvious, so you always notice it, and therefore I have kind of more time to focus on the more interesting deductions. One. We've also only got 3 orange left. That might be a thing we can work with. 1. Okay, so that means that's a mine. Which means that tile's safe. Greetings, Crash Overlord. As a reminder for anyone filtering in here, we are putting the playlist is this loud because we're voting on songs to potentially add to the playlist. So if you like a song, you're indifferent to a song, dislike it, think it's well, not even personal preference, like what you think would be good for the stream playlist, you can vote appropriately there. One here. Here, this is a little dicey, but we'll do it anyway. 0 or 1. 1 or 2. 0 or 1. Oh, that's progress. Yeah, 2 or 3. Okay. So 2, 1. 1. Kind of forgot what I did up here, but this is... So that means this is 1. Which means this is 1, which makes that a mine. Cool. We've got overlapping 3s here. And oh, is this clear anything up here? Let's look at this fresh. Oh, right, that was why we had the 0 or 1. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Do we chain this up in that way? There's probably something else we can do over here, but what the hell. So this is a 1 or 2, 0, 1, 2 or 3, 0, 1, 1 or 2. That doesn't do anything. Okay. So this is a 1 or 2, that's a 0 or 1. That's exactly a 1. So this is a 1 or 2. Can we narrow that down anywhere else? There's a bunch of question marks over here, kind of bamboozling that a bit. I heard, yeah. Let's look simpler. Yeah, we've got 2 2s here, so. Yeah. Oh, you recognize them? I'm not familiar with Pogball. Okay, yeah. So this is 2, so that'd be 1 or 2, it'd be 0, 1, we don't care. Okay. We got 4 in per pink. See, like, this part here, like, I don't know, it's interesting, but it's a little too just, like, over the top. Hi, this is a reference for my taste, I think. Oh, we do have a 2-1 situation there, yep. So we've got... Everything comes back to this specific question mark right here. Eight purple, probably a bit of a reach there, yeah. Maybe do 4 pink now. So we got 1 here. That's really the only easy definitive bit, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Without involving a bunch of gray. I mean, we've got no more than 1 here. It's still not quite good. So everything overlaps. Let's see. Oh, we've got this one here. We know that there's 1 here, which means there's only 1 here. Okay, there we go. So we got that. This is guaranteed to be a 1 now, so both of these are safe. Does that do anything more for us? Not see much more there. This 3 is pretty narrowed now. Oh yeah, because that has to be, right? Because we can't have 3 here, so yeah, that has to be 1. Get that. It does give us a different way to look at pink if we care. We might care. So that's 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't think that quite works. Oh, we can do this 1 down now. So we got 1 here, 1 here. So that's a 9. That is the least helpful mine we could have gotten, I believe. But it is still forward momentum. Momentum might be a strong word. I'll accept progress, I suppose. Oh, we've got this one now, so we've got 1, 1, yes. Agreed. Once again, we look at this 1 and this 2, still not helpful. Hey, Ziggy. Coming out hot with the all caps vote down. The all caps does not make it any more emphatic in the file, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, even though it was probably accidental. Yeah, it's not hard to accidentally hit caps lock. This is implying to me there's something else we can do top left somewhere. I don't know what's more likely, if I miss something up here. Like, we should probably be able to know what this tile is, right? Like, just by standard way these puzzles work, like, we probably have some way of solving that tile. So we probably want to think of it in non-precisions. Can you do that helpfully? You can do it weirdly. Like, that's 1 or 2, which means this is 1 or 2. That's not helpful. 1 or 2, 1 or 2. One or 2. And once again, that question mark means this 0 or 1 doesn't mean anything. I'd say it doesn't do anything. I'm like still pausing, like, does it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Did we ever go back up here? 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we did that. Got 1 or 2 here, so this is 0, 1, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 0, 1. I think we looked at that one too, right? Yeah. Alright, we actually can start from the top. I keep looking at this question mark and be like, we can't do anything from the top. Yeah. Could pick that up from the 2-1 situation. How's purple looking now? Gives us a mine. Which gives us some overlapping 2s, I think. Oh, that's there's the backwards diagonal. Don't get quite ahead of myself here. I guess I'm gonna just count grays now. Yeah. Making sure I'm not missing a spot? Okay. I almost did the wrong click right at the last second there. Alright. Very good, very good. So, circuit's still hard. It felt like it crushed us a little bit less, perhaps.